So it's a question that I'm always getting asked. It's one of those questions that I'm always, people tend to just ask me this question all the time, and it's a normal thing. I guess when you start in junk roll, I guess it's something normal that you get asked a lot. But I've been doing this for so long, 15 years, that I guess this would be a question that people would ask me all the time. And the fact is, how do I manage to stay in business? And how do I get all my jobs? And how do you make money in junk roll when I'm struggling in junk roll? And I guess that's the question that gets asked all the time to me. And I'm going to answer that right now because I've given that some thought to how I should answer this question and which angle I should take at it. And I got asked this earlier, and this is one of the reasons why I'm doing this video today. Okay, it is actually 4:05. I got here at 2 o'clock. I did my jobs today, and I'm done. The heat is extraordinary. I should do a video about the heat, and on the drive here, that's when this gentleman called me, and he said, "Ricardo, how did you grow your business into making it so big?" And if you don't know my channel and you don't understand who I am, I'm JunkGuysdfw here in the Dallas, Fort Worth area. I run 5 diesel trucks, about 12 trailers. I subcontract a lot of my jobs. I manage to do hoarder houses left and right. So, but my business is a small core business with, here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, with also other accounts nationwide, Washington, D.C., San Diego, San Antonio, Houston, Austin, now North Carolina, East Tennessee with JunkGuys Nashville. They're new, but here's what I try to tell people. You have to realize that in the 15 years that I've been doing business, I've only really made money the last 8 years I've been doing this. And for the first, I guess, really the first 7 years, I was really not making any money. I was making money. I mean, I had money, but I wasn't making really good money. I wasn't able to go and just buy a car or anything like that because I was, paying bills and stuff. But my business matured. I'm going to use that word maturity. It matured. And when I say that, I need y'all to understand what I'm talking about. When I say my business matured, it grew. I didn't have to buy any more trucks at the moment. I had good working trucks. I knew that if one truck broke down, I'd go to the next one. If that one broke down, I'd go to the next one. And I'd get the other 2 fixed while that one, so I knew that. But I knew I didn't need any more trucks. So I saved money. I saved money without having to buy trucks anymore. And I reached a point that took me a while to realize that I'm not going to have to finance any trucks. I just buy used trucks, fix them, and then, as my business grew, I knew and realized that my business is maturing. I'm not going to have to buy any more trucks for a long, long time. That was the first thing. The second thing was the fact that I'm getting smarter how to do these jobs. I'm being way more efficient how to do these jobs. I'm now subcontracting a lot of jobs. I'm now able to distance-wise and find out that I can make $20 or $10 here giving these jobs to my son or giving them to Brandon or Jamal, and I can make extra money on the side. And you think, oh, 10, 20 bucks ain't a lot. Well, when you do about 50 of those in a week, trust me, it's a lot of money. So I was able to subcontract those jobs and know that with time, my business was going to get smarter. Well, I was going to get smarter and know how to run this business a lot better and more efficient. The next thing that I realized was also the fact that I'm going to have a lot more repeat customers than somebody that has done this for the last 2 years. I've been doing this 15 years. So I'm going to have a lot more repeat customers than that too. And I do. I have a handful. Handfuls. I guess 15 to 20, I guess, maybe, in the last 15 years that I've been doing this. And that's 15 to 20. You might think, oh, that's not a lot, but that's 15 to 20 customers that will always remember me and never call anybody else, especially you. They'll call me. Those customers, I've developed relationship with those customers that in the long term has actually benefited me. For instance, I want to demonstrate one. One customer called me when he was moving to his apartment, and when he met his new girl, he moved into a house. And then years later, he called me when he got a divorce from that girlfriend that was his wife, and now I helped him move back into another apartment. He sold his house. I mean, I've been with this guy for about 10 years, almost close to 10 years. I've moved him in and out of apartments, from a house, from a divorce to another apartment. So I've been there. That's the kind of customer that I'm talking about. So I have about 15 or 20 of those. And then, of course, the big one is the commercial accounts. I have those commercial accounts. I have relationships. I have built relationships in the last 15 years that another company doing this in 5 years will never be able to build it. I built that relationship up with these companies, and I was able to establish a good work ethic, an efficient work ethic, an efficient junk removal service, and just a next day service kind of guy. And they loved it. And from that day on, they've always used me. And I'm going to give you 3 companies, Willingham companies out of Dallas, Texas. They use me for everything. And I bill them whatever I want, whenever I want. And they'll pay it. Another company is Colonial. Colonial is one of the big ones. And Colonial is just, they stay with me for so long. I think I've been working with them for like 12 years, and they don't care if it's a small job or a big job, and I don't care if it's small or big. I'll go do it. But I'm doing the job. And the last company is CC Enterprises. CC Enterprises is just a one-man show. It's a gentleman who calls me out all the time, and he owns a lot of houses, and I'm cleaning out his houses when his renters leave or they get evicted or whatever happens. But he's a cool guy, and he pays that same day. So I have those relationships with commercial accounts, and that's a big benefit. And honestly, it's not only a benefit, it's an advantage that I have over companies just starting junk removal. My business has matured. It's grown. In 15 years, it's grown to have more repeat customers, more commercial accounts, not buying any more equipment. I don't have to buy equipment. I don't have to buy trucks. I don't have to buy trailers. I already have those because my business has been established. And the most important thing is I know how to spend my money. I know when the good times and the slow times are happening in junk removal. So as your business grows, the best piece of advice that I can tell you as your business is growing is going to be this. It's going to be, the fact is that you'll never know where the business comes from, where the next job comes from on a day-to-day basis. But you have to treat that job so good so they can keep you and keep calling you. You have to be able to give a good price. And you know, it's always about price. It's always about price. I've always said this in every one of my videos. It's always going to be about pricing. As long as you have the right price, the right customer will call you. Okay? And that's my advice to you. Whenever you get a job, just take care of them right. Be sure the price is right. Be sure you're not ripping them off. Be sure you're doing a good job. Because eventually, in the next 10 years, you might be using that person again. That person might be using you. You might be at their house. And that little $150 job of cleaning out, you know, the back of his truck and putting that junk in your truck might be a $1,500 job when somebody in his family passes away, or an estate, or a divorce, or eviction, or foreclosure. It could be anything. Always take care of that customer. Okay? And don't spend that much money. Anyway, guys, I hope that helped you out. Don't forget, guys, I have the University of Junk Removal. If you're new to junk removal, or you're establishing a new business, and this is something you want to do, you want to join the junk removal industry, don't waste any more time. Don't waste any money with Thumbtack, Google Ads, and all those other companies, Yelp and Angie's Lead Generator. I don't know what it's called, but stop wasting your money. Try the University of Junk Removal. It's 100+ videos of online curriculum. It's awesome. I have guests that come out and talk about what their journey is in junk removal. So try it out, guys. It is down below. It's down below on my channel. Just click it. You can book a call and see if it's something that you want to do. Anyway, guys, don't forget to subscribe. I will see you later.